Monday.
Happy Monday, everyone. A little bit of a technical challenge this morning, but it's all done. So how are you, Nicolette?
I'm fabulous, thank you. How are you?
I'm really, really good. I've had a big weekend of just hanging out with my daughter and doing some crazy stuff and packing and also and playing and having fun and painting and dancing and
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
yeah, so it was a really nice weekend. Lots of staying up too late. We sort of cut my hair. we just sort of got, like, because it was starting to look a little bit shaggy.
Yes.
So we've sort of given it some layers so that it's, we're going to look up on YouTube and see if we can find more ways of cutting hair. So
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I
yeah,
had a lovely weekend too. Beautiful weekend with friends and family and lovely weather and yeah,
that's
awesome.
awesome. Awesome. It was lovely weather, wasn't it? So I see we've got a couple of people on here and would love for you to say hello in the chat. And I've also just put the registration link in there so that you can register your name and we can get to see that you're a person, because it would be lovely to see who you are and that you're a human being. That would be lovely. So are we going to talk about being spiritual leaders?
Yes.
What does that mean to you, Nicolette?
Whew. Being a spiritual leader to me means being vulnerable in my own journey to allow other people to do the same. So it definitely does not mean positioning myself as a guru or an expert or it's living my fullest expression and as an example for others, to really be able to harness that within themselves and be their fullest expression of themselves, which is the way that we raise the vibration of the planet. And that's really important to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And you definitely see that in the really more popular, like successful leaders, spiritual leaders, that humility that they have, that humbleness. As I think I've said on here before, Neil Donald Walsh saying, a leader is someone that doesn't say follow me. A leader is someone that says I'll go first. So if there's a rock in the way, I'll trip over it first and I'll tell you where it is, so that you can potentially, if you choose, walk around it. You may want to still.
But if you trip over the rock and you fall flat on your face, I'll be here to go, yeah, me too. That sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. And what was your experience while you did that? Because everyone's opportunity, that's the thing, is everyone's here to experience through their own perception. And so if you trip on the rock because you want to experience it too, then your perception of the rock might be completely different to mine, and so we can have a discussion about it, right? So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that allowance that we're all different and we all experience things in different ways and perhaps with different descriptions of it even, or through a different filter. So but we all have the same underlying fears and challenges and heartbreaks, and we can connect over that and like you said, have a discussion about it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But I think as a spiritual leader, it's really important to allow that discussion. So leading isn't about telling, it's about asking.
Yeah, asking lots of questions. Hey, I had a business mentor that I went to years and years ago, and that was one of the things, when you're first starting out in these sort of, wanting to grow and expand yourself and to be the example and for yourself as well as others. But, that you're here, you've got a purpose that you're focused on. And someone says, I remember that it was very hard for me to ask questions of people and get to understand them, like through asking questions. because I'm an introvert and I don't tend, like I actually had this thing that asking questions was rude. Like,
Ah,
that I was asking questions, about their life, and that's their personal life, and blah blah blah. And now, I had noticed the transition of when I went from it being a methodical thing of, like I'm pushing my boundaries and I'm finding out about people, to moving into this really curious about another human being and what their experience is of life, and not assuming that we know, like I now have someone say, like, I walked, that the people say something that to them means one thing, but it might mean something different to me. So I say, oh, why do you do that? Or,
can you explain that?
yeah, can you explain that? Tell me a bit more, because I want to find out more of who they are, not assume that I know because of my own perception of that situation or whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
And
I feel really blessed to be a spiritual leader and to be someone who connects with people very deeply in their healing journey, because every person that I connect with and do healing for is actually doing healing with. So and there's something within me that needs to shift usually, or I need to reflect on, or that person reflects back to me. So it's always a two-way learning
absolutely.
experience and up leveling.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember what came up for me then into the field sort of thing was when I was doing regression work with people, and I had this real dense time when I was working with some crazy situations, like one woman that was starting to have a relationship with a guy that was in somebody else's body, and another one was with someone that was schizophrenic and had voices in her head and blah blah blah. And I was trying to work out how to work with them. And so I was asking lots of questions, and it was all about them and how do I serve these people to support them in their healing, right? And I was aware of the physical feeling of going down this rabbit hole, and a moment where I was aware that if I went any deeper, I wasn't going to be able to pull myself out, like this almost psychosomatic sort of feeling. And through that process, that's when I went, oh, this is about me.
Yeah.
And do I want to work with these types of energies, or is this the sort of work that I want to do, where I'm always on the edge, where I'm always having to protect myself, because I had some crazy stuff happen at the time physically for myself. And where do I want to sit with this? And is this the life I want to lead?
Yes.
And I loved them. Actually, we sorted out the one with the schizophrenia, and the other one, I realized there was some trickery that was causing me to go down the wrong path.
Yeah.
And so by coming back, and where am I sitting with this? Where am I, where am I leading? Where is my spiritual leadership for myself?
Yeah.
And
that's so important.
Yeah. And that's when I went, you know what, if this is the road someone else wants to take, that's okay. But I don't. I've chosen, I want to, I've got 2 little kids, and I need to be on a particular path that's not necessarily going to take up so much of my energy when there's other ways of dealing with it. And so just by making that decision, those energies stopped coming to me.
Yes. Yeah. By setting that boundary, that energetic boundary, that I'm not going to, and for me, it's, I'm not going to be a support for people who that two-way street doesn't exist It's just me pouring myself into someone else to elevate them, and my cup empties.
Yeah.
That, and I know how to recognize that now.
Yeah.
Whereas it's been a big learning, because as you know, as a healer, you just want to help everyone. Like anyone who came anywhere near me, I would energetically connect with them and see if there was anything, with their permission, and see if there was anything that I could help support them in, regardless of the effect that it had on me, because I believe that that's what I was here to do.
Yeah.
But I'm here to do that for me first.
It's really interesting, isn't it? Because it's almost like a level of teaching. Like there's a contract that you've got to with yourself that's from, I believe from past lives of when, we've been nuns and priests and, the healers in shamanic healers in tribes and stuff, where way back when society actually spent a lot of time revering those energies of those people, that they were the wise people of the community, and so they didn't have to ask for money or live, because everything was given to them, because they were seen and honored and everything. And like these days, that's completely changed. We're just normal people that have to go shopping and buy cars and petrol and all that sort of stuff. And so we've still got this contract of not receiving financial energy from the exchange, because, well, that's, some healers have that still that contract that's so deep, like, I need to do it for free, because it's from past experience, multidimensional levels or past lives or whatever. And so that has completely changed now, and it's almost like a level of, having to go through that as a lesson to step into being an empowered being that is in a different time frame now, time and space, where we have to be just as aware of our own personal space, because we're working in a different realm these days.
And that it's okay to expect an equal energy exchange.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't have to.
The subconscious thing, we've got to heal everyone, well, actually we don't.
No.
So, that's a really, like, I felt as I've gone along different levels of my own personal evolution of, this is another level of, of my ability to share that wisdom, that healing that comes through the whatever, like there's different levels and layers, and sometimes it feels like a thick layer in between, and that's where the chaos is, right?
Yeah.
When there's chaos in my life, I always say to people, there's something else going on. Just I've got my blinkers on, because this is a spiritual moment for me. Everyone, just let me deal with it.
Hold.
Yeah. I've done it, like, when I smashed my car, the brain tumor, like the fibroid, the various different things that have been, big mum.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this is a spiritual moment, that this is not anything to do with anyone else. I need to tune in, because I'm up leveling here for me to be able to support others as well as myself. I'm going to be expanding through this process. So don't give me any of your opinions, because I need to tune in here.
Yeah, exactly.
So just really quickly, I just wanted to ask everyone that's watching, has anyone, while we keep going, has anyone on here had a spiritual moment that they are aware of, maybe afterwards, but like if you've been in that process while you're going through something, having that realization that it's a bigger process than just you, and what you learned from it, maybe even if you don't want to put all of that, just give us an experience that you've had, or have you even had an experience where you realized it was a spiritual moment of moving into a higher level of leadership for yourself. So just thought I'd just ask everyone while I had the chance.
I'll
Go
share
for
mine. My most, probably most recent and profound one is the realization that my worth isn't dependent on the outcomes of the people that I'm healing. So, and logically,
Can you say that again? Can you say that again? Because that's a really good one.
My worth isn't dependent on the outcomes of the people that I'm healing. So I knew that.
Yeah.
But underneath, I was pedaling like a duck, like trying to support, achieve, breakthrough, and have these results for so many people that I love, and so many people that are my clients, and trying to make that bigger and more expansive. And every time I had someone disconnect from me or go, on their path, or was like another mirror of that unworthiness story. And you can hear my voice. It's quite fresh.
Yeah.
So being on the other side of that, and reflecting on those experiences, and sitting in a place of worthiness just in this moment right now, of my energy field being everything that I need and anyone connected to me needs in this moment, without having to do the duck pedaling, just being.
Yeah. Because it's not you, right? For some reason, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I don't know why I'm reverberating.
Are you echoing back to yourself? Well, you're not to me.
Oh, cool. Hopefully I'm not to everyone else either. It's a really big one when you can let go of the results and the outcomes, and that it's got nothing to do with you personally. It's just the way, like it's the structure, actually. Like it's their structure. It's the structure between the two of you. And it doesn't have anything to do with your ability to do anything. It's whether they're taking it on with, the information that they've got deep down in their subconscious about the experience for themselves, and whether they're going to follow through with the acknowledgement of it for themselves, like all of the things.
It's their journey. It's their journey, and my journey is my journey. And Helen Rollins said this mantra came through to her in one of my sessions with her a while back, and it's, I lovingly release others to their own journey and their own experience. And that, I play that in my mind a lot when I feel myself getting caught up in other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's not my stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's such a, bring that back to the spiritual leader. The more we know thyself, the more we know ourselves and the things that are going on in our own subconscious patterning, the more that we've got the opportunity to expand and to be that light for others to, to see the way, or, just to be an example of, to be an example of for others, so that they can do it too. That was one of the biggest things for me when I was younger about Jesus. I was like, I used to have a problem with Christians because I was like, Jesus did not want to be put on a pedestal. He was saying, you can do great works as I, and even more, like there's things in the Bible where he was saying, I'm just like you. There was no wanting to be put on a pedestal. He wanted us to show
anyway.
That he was a light being, And
so
he wanted with a lot of other teachers.
We're all light beings.
Yeah. And it's shifting that. It's really just moving out of trying to solve our problems and just recognize that that's what we are. stop solving our problems, just start recognizing that we can create, that we are a light being, like
Stop focusing on the problems.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Focus on the
away.
creating.
Yeah, absolutely. So lovely to have that conversation. It was lovely to have everyone on here. No one wanted to share their moment.
If you're watching the replay, feel free to share
Yeah.
anything that's come through for you.
And on the replay as well, would be lovely to, if you're watching replay, just to share any experiences that you've had, or, if you understood what we were even talking about, being a spiritual experience and leader. So, Nicolette, what have you got coming up?
I have my gallery opening here in Toowoomba on the 24th of September. So today I'm going to go and get posters and business cards made up, and I've had a QR code made up for the event, and I'm going to spread that around. So if you're in Toowoomba on the 24th of September, please come along. I'm actually going to be open during, before and after the event as well, the week before and the week after, for certain opening hours as well. So if you're interested to come and have a look, let me know. If you're interested to have a look online too, comment below and say I'd love to have a look online, because I am going to create an online gallery opening event as well. I just haven't got there yet.
Yeah, awesome. That's fantastic. So I'm really excited. I have something new happening, as everyone should know, because I've talked about it enough. It's our second anniversary for Women of Light and Spiritual Warrior this month. And
That's so exciting.
Hey?
That's so exciting.
It is very exciting. And there's heaps of prizes and heaps of giveaways and heaps of fun stuff. And so check out the page, the group. I'm connecting up with a woman called Sammy Zajko. I have to ask her how she pronounces her last name. And we're doing a 7-day money mindset awakening.
Cool.
It's going to be really, really cool. It starts on the 12th, I think. So next week it is. So it starts on the Sunday and goes through to the Saturday. And is going to, she's a shaman. So the first one's just a welcome, let's talk and housekeeping and all that sort of stuff. But it starts on Monday. It's only like 20 to 30 minutes. She's going to be doing a shamanic journey to meet money the first day.
Cool.
Yeah. So there's a whole heap of stuff that we've got planned out.
Yeah.
It's just half an hour each day. Yeah, and whoever is on, there's a contest as well, as with everything that we're doing at the moment, and so you get the opportunity to win a $300 investment package as well.
Oh wow!
So that will.
Are you holding that in Women of Light?
Yeah, but to be on it properly you've got to be registered in Zoom. So there's an Eventbrite link. Actually, Irene, can you put the Eventbrite link in here? So people can register. There's an Eventbrite link in that they can register, and then that's going to give them the Zoom links so that everyone's really focused. It's not just a Facebook Live, but it will be live streamed into Women of Light. Yeah.
Awesome.
So I'm just wondering, Irene might not have seen or heard me. Well, hopefully she'll be able to put it in anyway. So that's very exciting.
That's awesome. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, it's going to be heaps of fun, actually. There it is. Money Awakening in Eventbrite. So if you're registered, you come on to all of the things, you're engaged, you're doing the little tasks and homework that we do, like a bit of fun in between. We're doing money altars and all sorts of stuff. Then you get the opportunity to go into the draw to win that investment package, because once you get that, that's passive money that's going to be working for you in the background as you do all your other stuff in life. So
cool.
It's very exciting.
Awesome.
Take care, everyone. Thank you so much, Irene, for putting that in. Thank you, everyone that stayed on the journey and listened to us. We would love to hear what you want us to talk about, actually. Like, we'd love to get some ideas, because we come up with what we want to talk about, but it would be great if you want to share anything spiritual that you'd like us to talk about, then throw it in the comments and we'll put it on our list.
And we'll chat about it.
Yeah. Take care. Enjoy your day, Nicolette. Enjoy your week, everyone. And we'll catch you soon.
Bye.
Yeah.